welcome back to the A-Leaf Multimedia Podcast, also known as the AMP Podcast. I'm your host, Sahid Shofu, and I'm here today with a few of my classmates at the CTE Center to discuss about our different experiences navigating through high school as seniors. My first question for you guys is, how has been navigating high school with the influence of peer pressure on you?
It was hard going through it, like through high school and stuff, cause like everybody comes through high school. They don't want to be left out with nothing. They don't want to be left apart of nothing. They don't want to be, so they want to be a part of everything. So like it was hard, cause like I want to be a part of everything. Then like when you actually do it for the first time, you sit back and you just think like, wow, I just really just did that, and like it has a bad effect and like a tone on you, because like you just sit there and be like, dang, now this is finna be my reputation. It's just hard. It was hard, real hard.
I would say peer pressure definitely affected me. My freshman year of high school, especially with the way I dressed. And, we were coming out of the pandemic and everything, so it was a little. But I did definitely get out of that, and now I'm dressing, the way I want to dress. And also, peer pressure affected me for a while, like at least a semester with my grades. Thankfully, I was able to save them, but at the same time, it was not worth it at all. And I was peer pressured into something good, I would say, which is joining speech and debate, which has definitely helped me by a lot. But yeah, those are my experiences.
Being peer pressured can like get you in a lot of trouble, especially if you hang like with the wrong crowd. Because from my experience, that's what happened to me. I used to be peer pressured to skip class during my freshman year.
See, like I said before, that's just a part of trying to fit in and be like everybody else. That's what everybody gonna make you do.
Right.
So based on what you guys are saying, being peer pressured has not necessarily positive, but for Esther, you said it was sort of positive towards the end when you mentioned that, it impacted your speech and debate.
Yeah.
But often peer pressure is often something that brings negativity into your life and it makes you do things that you don't actually want to do. And it pressures you to make wrong decisions. And so often peer pressure can influence us negatively. That's what I'm hearing from what you guys said. For me personally, I feel like personally, I've often tried to not be peer pressured because I know that being peer pressured can, make me do things that I don't truly want to do. So for a long time, I've kept to myself that if anybody ever tried to, peer pressure me into doing things, I would sort of just associate myself, with anyone who's trying to, peer pressure me into doing things that I truly do not want to do. And that's sort of kept me from making wrong decisions. So yeah, personally for me, I never really truly got peer pressured by people. And yeah. And the next question I'm going to ask you guys is, have you ever been in a relationship throughout your high school years, and how has being in a relationship impacted your, mental health? How has it helped you grow as a person? And just anything you would like to include about, relationship in high school and how that has been for each of you.
I have been in 2 previous relationships. I'm currently in one right now. The first one was because we were friends and it was more of a friendship, And then the second one was something. And it definitely affected my mental health in a really bad way. Not saying it definitely affected my mental health a lot, and my physical health, because, the moment you're not taking care of yourself mentally, you stop taking care of yourself physically. And it was towards like the end of sophomore year, and just a lot was going on. So I'm not all going to blame everything on that relationship, but a lot was going on and it was added to it. And I just feel like, because the lesson I learned from that was when you're with the wrong person, your body will tell you, because I was already, like, I was feeling sick and all this stuff. And it didn't last long because I was like, yeah, no, we can't do this. But the relationship I'm in right now, like, we started dating and then we built, like, I just feel like you start dating and then you've built a friendship out of that, and then y'all start. I like it. You know, it's fun. Like being in a relationship, it's fun when, you know, you feel like you're with the right person, but it definitely can come with a lot of challenges
Okay.
when you feel like you're not, you know, there.
Yeah. Okay. What about you guys?
For me, growing up, it was not. I didn't even say growing up. Being like in high school, it was like, it was okay. But then like, you know, when you start hanging around people and you start like trying to get accustomed to everything, is like it gets weird because like, you know, you start seeing how certain people they act a certain way. Then like, you know, you start hanging around certain people, and you know how y'all know how girls get. You don't need to be hanging around her. You don't need to be hanging around him. And you know, if you still hang around them, that's still you going behind their back. You know, it just causes a whole bunch of stuff. So like, you know, then yeah, it was hard and it was bad, but now it's good and it's easy. It's like, you know, a little when you know that they actually want you, it's good. When you know.
I was in 2 previous relationships. I had one freshman year, like for a couple months. It was low-key like fun for a bit, but it kind of started tempting with my mental health. Because the girl I was with, she was not it. Then another girl I was with, she was not it either. She actually kind of ruined me more.
Okay.
And we were like together for 2 years. And that's the thing about relationships. They can be like so good to be in. Like they're like a new experience, you know? But they can also hurt a lot depending who you're with.
Right.
Right now I'm in a new relationship and I actually feel really happy. Like I feel like a new person. Because they actually bring a better version out of me, you know?
Well, thank you guys for sharing that. So what I'm hearing is that, you know, being in a relationship as at first brought some challenges, but, you know, as you guys continue to sort of grow and then meet new people and find the right people who are for you, you feel much more comfortable in that relationship. You feel more, I guess, joy in the relationship. So that's really, really good. But personally, I've never been in a relationship. So why have I not been in a relationship? It's just because I believe, I don't know. I've always sort of had this perspective that high school relationships are just not for me because I think we're all still sort of like in our own little growing stages, and you know, when, you know, as kids, right, we're growing and, you know, we have all these things, different experiences. I believe sometimes we can be a bit, you know, toxic without realizing, you know. We are still trying to, you know, build that confidence, self-confidence with ourselves. And so when we're in a relationship, we sometimes use our insecurities against our partner and stuff like that without realizing it. And so I've sort of kept to myself that I want to be fully secured in myself, in which when I finally, you know, get into a relationship, I want to make sure that I don't use my insecurities against my partner. I want to make sure that, you know, I feel fully confident in myself. I don't need anyone to tell me that, you know, you look great, you look this. Because sometimes, you know, being insecure and using your insecurity on somebody else can very much be negatively impacting on the person's mental health. So I've always tried not to, you know, be in a relationship which I know that if I were in a relationship with this person, I would sort of make myself feel less or make the other person feel less in a way. So I particularly avoided relationships, and I just feel like I'm growing and I need to fully, you know, love myself before I finally decide, okay, I want to, you know, be in a relationship. That's my perspective, and that's for a long time it's been my perspective. And I feel like maybe when I do get to, you know, maybe college or something, I will find somebody I would like and I finally, you know, feel comfortable being with. But I feel like I'm more confident in myself now, and a relationship might be coming soon. I don't know, but you know, life is a journey. You never know who's gonna, you know, who you're gonna meet, and you know,
Right.
the right person. I don't know. I don't know what my journey's gonna lead me to, but I've just always kept to myself that, okay, I need to be more confident in myself. I need to love myself fully. And that's how you know, when you're in a relationship, you're able to just sort of feel that joy more in a way. I don't know. But it might be different for each of you. You know, being with somebody early on now can also be a lesson for you. You could learn that,
Yeah.
learn how to be more loving in a relationship, learn how to, you know, properly communicate in relationships. So I think relationships are great to have in high school. But for me,
Yeah.
it's just not been like that. So thank you for sharing.
I feel like everyone in high school, like kind of going off of what you said, I feel like you know, if you know that's something you want to do, definitely try to be in a relationship in high school. Obviously, don't let it consume you, because I've seen that happen and it just becomes really bad and toxic. But you know, they can be learning experience for college. Like, okay, this is what I know I like, and then you take that into college.
Right.
Because at the end of the day, going to college, you're like 18, 19, dealing with 24, 22-year-olds. Like, you know.
Okay, so my next question is, have you guys ever been a part of like extracurriculars or like clubs, organizations? And how has that been for you in high school? Like, did it help you grow as a person? I don't know, just sort of talk about any sort of positive and negative experiences you've had, you know, being in like certain extracurriculars outside of school that you participated in throughout your, you know, your high school years. That's what I want to know about. Maybe I should start this time because you guys have been okay. Since my freshman year, I've been a part of my high school tennis team, and tennis has brought me just so much characteristics that I could take for, like, I could live on with forever. So one is confidence. For a long time, I've not had confidence. I've always been sort of like insecure in myself, and I just never had the confidence in myself. I wasn't the kid who grew up in a household that, you know, I was often thought the true importance of self-confidence. I wasn't taught that. I had to learn that by myself. So tennis was one sport that really challenged me and really made me, you know, learn to be more confident in myself. So whenever I would, you know, lose all these matches, it was mainly because I didn't have the confidence. I wasn't like a horrible tennis player, but it's because I didn't have the confidence in me. I didn't have the belief in me that I could truly, you know, win this match. And for a long time, I would lose matches because I didn't have that confidence. I didn't use my full potential, like express my full abilities. And so tennis really taught me the true importance of confidence, because when you truly believe in yourself, you know you could do whatever you could do. Like whenever I would get on the court, I would sometimes be like, oh, I can't do this, because like I would remember like the losses. But when you're confident, you move on from the losses and you're confident, okay, I could do this today. It's a new game, and I just have to believe in myself. I have to truly believe in myself. That's the key to winning. So you have to truly believe in yourself. So that's one thing tennis taught me. And then tennis also taught me resilient. Like, you know, not letting sort of the outside sort of, how do I say this? The outside factors or like this negative environment sort of get to you. Don't easily be influenced by negativity, and just remember that, okay, this is my game. This is my life. I have to, you know, fight against any odds or any adversities that are trying to sort of pull me down and make me less confident in myself in a way. So it taught me resilient and trying to just fight against odds, basically. And then another thing, there's one other thing that tennis, but I can't think of any other thing. Probably more, but those are the two major things that tennis has taught me throughout my high school year. You know, confidence, having confidence, and resilience, because it's so important. But I would like you guys to also share, so, you know, sort of your experiences with extracurriculars.
I'm a part of my high school's speech and debate team, like I already said, and I feel like it helped a lot with my social anxiety, because I had no choice but to be social. It helped me work on my public speaking skills and like become more articulate with my words in English. But I feel like in doing that, because I wasn't born here, I was born in Nigeria, and obviously we speak a different dialect over there. So coming here, you know, having to learn English, and I just feel like speech and debate really helped with that, because at the end of the day, it did help a lot. It helped with social anxiety, helped with confidence, because you're putting around, you have no choice but to speak in front of a whole bunch of people, you know. But yeah, that's.
And you guys also like mentioned maybe like working and stuff like that. Those are also considered, you know, things that you did outside of school. So whatever sort of other experiences that's helped build you as a person, you could also mention that.
Oh yeah. For my freshman year, I joined DJ Club, and it made me feel like I belonged there, because I have a passion for music. I love any and almost every type of music. So like being in there, it's like really fun, especially because we go out and do events around the district, like for Kerr, Hastings, what's Elsick sometimes. Yeah, it's really fun.
Yeah.
I play basketball and I box, but like with basketball, I'm 18 now, so I can't play with AAU for no more. I'm kind of mad because I can't play with AAU, so now I'm still kind of like finding a new team. Like basketball and boxing is therapy, like for real, it's really therapy. Like it really like takes me away from everything that I'm sitting down and thinking about. Like I could go hoop right now and smile, be the best, be the best. I could go box and be smile and be the best ever. But they both taught me to just never let nobody push me over and just be on top of me. I always got to stand on business and be what I'm about.
Okay, thank you guys
Period.
for sharing that. Would you like to share something?
Oh no, I just said period.
Yes, absolutely. Okay, thank you guys for sharing that. Trying to think if there's anything else I would like to. Is there anything else you guys would like to think of? Oh, okay. So one thing I forgot to mention is letting you guys introduce yourselves. So before we,
Oh, my fault to it.
would you guys like to mention your names, just to end it off?
What's up, y'all? I'm Israel Williams.
Esther Ola.
Raimundo.
And again, I am Sahid Shofu, your host. Thank you for watching A Leave Multimedia podcast, and I hope you enjoyed.
This has been an AMP production.